bonjour from the island of Mauritius. It is 30 degrees, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it is lovely. This is our 5th project for Adventure Aid. We're here to help disadvantaged children like we do on the other countries. And a lot of you probably don't quite understand why we would be doing that in a paradise island. Over the next 4 days, or hopefully 2 to 3 minutes for you, you'll get to see what's behind the palm trees and the white beaches, and how you can get involved, and what the project's all about. So here we go. Right, it's now 5 o'clock in the evening. We're at Le Morne Beach. As you can see behind me, this is probably what you would expect to imagine Mauritius like. White sandy beaches, lovely waters, boats, and people relaxing out. So we're going to show you this, or you are seeing this now. Lovely warm paradise as you would imagine it, and now we're going to show you the other side of it. We've already been to the charity and met up with them and met the kids, and then we're going to show you the other side of it. So show you the angle we're trying to get at here, the poverty and paradise side of things. Here we are. We've now moved 2 kilometres down, so we're just around the corner from the association we're going to for the kids. We're about to hand out some stuff to them. This is the opposite end of the spectrum from the paradise that you would believe it to be. This is the shanty town, shanty village of the Afro-Mauritians that now live here and depend upon the association or the school we're going to be working with for their sort of help with their kids. So from here, the kids go to school, but by there they'll go up to the association, have their breakfast, evening meal in the evening, maybe have a shower. There's a problem at home, they can stay there as well. They can do extra lessons there, all that sort of stuff. So it's quite an important resource in this sort of area. But here we go. So this is the opposite end. This is the poverty to the paradise. So day 2, Rishi's just taken me into Port Louis and a place called Abercrombie, which we're driving through now. The reason we're not stopping is because during the day drug dealers are in this area, and during the night prostitutes, and not just any prostitutes, child prostitutes. So this is another angle to Mauritius you wouldn't normally expect to see. Child prostitution, smuggling and drug dealing. So a place called Abercrombie. This morning we went to a school. We've just gone and bought some pads and pencils to take back to the school on Thursday, and we've also gone to visit a charity which I'm going with tomorrow called Sapphire, which work in this area. So I'll be going even deeper into these areas and actually meeting the kids themselves. It's an outreach program. So we're now heading out of here, being that we're being told there's death down the road, which generally does put you off going anywhere where there's death. So we're heading back out now. Right, so day 3. This morning I'm spending the whole day with an NGO called Sapphire. They're based in Port Louis, and what they do is they work with underprivileged children in some of the poorer areas of this island. But this morning we went to their farm, where their kids go to, where they're getting dropped out of school, or they're not accepted in school. So they go there, they can learn how to sow, weed, grow vegetables, care for animals, that sort of thing. So a bit of a start in life. And then from there, there's training programs they can move into. So we'll get a chance of going there when we're on the project. This afternoon I've spent the time with the girls who go around and speak in the sort of the shanty towns to the kids and try and understand why they're not in school and things like that, and try and deal with it. It's quite a big problem. Where we are now in Tombu Bay, we've walked around and we've seen some rather nice cars driving around, which would give an impression it's their drug dealers. What they're doing is they're employing kids from as young as sort of 8 or 9 to inform them on police, and obviously then they recruit them right through. They get a motorbike when they're older, they get paid, and for a kid that isn't getting paid at all, to bring money into the house, to food and whatever, so it's an idle thing, so it's a very difficult thing to break. In this area also is child prostitution, and in some other areas of the island you've got boys and girls who are involved in sex workers, as they prefer to be called here. But what you can see here, this really sort of epitomises this project. You see behind me, you've got the water, the boats, the mountains, and the villas. If we do a 180 turn like this, Literally same spot. This is where we've got a lot of people, some of the families living as well, in this derelict house. No electricity, no water, pretty poor. So that's the 180 spin on this. So day 4, we've taken a break from the humanitarian angle of this island, and we've done the typical stuff which you would normally do if you came here as a holiday maker. So we've taken a boat trip, and we've sort of swam with the dolphins this morning. We fed fish, sort of hundreds of fish sort of floating around you eating bread, which is quite surreal while you're snorkeling. And we've now arrived on a small island off of Mauritius to have a barbecue and drink plenty of rum, which is what you would normally experience and what the team will experience when they come on this trip, because the angles we've shown you so far, things you're going to experience which you wouldn't normally expect to find here, you're going to need a break after a while. So this excursion has been part of the trip from next year, and we hope that this is sort of an angle you'd like to be involved in, so you're going to get benefit of this after giving benefit back to the kids in the Afro-Mauritian communities. So this afternoon I think we're going out to Crystal Rock and then making our way back to Flick and Flack from there. So day 4 complete. This morning went to another NGO, a lady who's running a children's centre similar to the first one we went to at the beginning of the week, but she also runs a herbal tea business which supports the women, empowers women to come and work there while their kids are downstairs in the nursery, and she also empowers people to grow the herbs for her. It's a fantastic initiative, and we're looking at supporting her for that. Then we went back to the school and delivered all the copybooks and the pencils to the kids. They were actually in the middle of an exam, so we gave them all a brand new pencil and a brand new pad to do that. And then back to the first children who we went to say goodbye, go through some bits and pieces, confirm stuff we're going to do, and hand some more stuff to them. So it's been a fully packed week. The project's going to run as so. We're going to be arriving on the Sunday. Very similar layout to all the other projects that we're doing. You're going to have a bit of adventure, a bit of humanitarian aid here as well. We're going to be working more than likely with 3 of them. So there'll be time for you to visit the shanty towns with Sophia to find out about the Afro-Mauritian kids, how it all affects them, how the drugs and the child prostitution affects the situation. We'll be working with Amor Sportage, which is the first children's home we went to down near Le Morne. We're more than likely going to be delivering out school in the bags to Le Morne Primary School, and then bolting onto that as well, the lady who does the stuff with the herbal teas and the other primary school that she runs, kindergarten she runs, and working with her as well, and probably taking the kids to the beach and stuff like that. Bolted on that, we're going to be staying in a villa, and you're going to be getting a chance to go out on excursion into the speedboat, swimming with dolphins, feeding fish, laying on a desert island beach. So you're going to have best of both worlds. You're going to have the experience of knowing what real Mauritius is, seeing the excursions, but also behind the scenes and helping in a small way, but making a difference all the same. So there we go. It starts from 2018, runs annually, so feel free to book up.